Greetings, Internet viewers. It's your old pal Oxleymations here again with another potentially interesting video presentation. If it wasn't evidenced by the title down here below the old green screen, I'm doing another unboxing today, and this one of a supposedly eerie nature. Because you see, I've had a sort of fascination of sorts dating all the way back to when I was a child with toys of a certain nature where, like, here's a good example that I have on hand. Toys like Freddy here. You know, it's got the drawstring in the back, and you pull it out and then, they talk. Ever since I saw the movie Toy Story, Woody the cowboy with his pull string in his back, I've been just fascinated by these kind of toys. Where, you don't need batteries or anything like that. It's a simple mechanism with a spring in it. That, you pull it and a little record inside goes round and round and they say stuff. And, well, recently I was able to get a couple of older pieces for the collection. Now, I will tell you all this right now. If there are any of my viewers in the audience who have a fear of dolls, first of all, what are you doing? I've got ventriloquist puppets, I've got, all kinds of silly, fancy schmancy stuff. You've seen my channel logo, or the channel banner thing up there at the top when you click on my YouTube page. Anyway, but if you've got a fear of puppets or automatonophobia, then you can feel free to skip this particular video, because I'm going to be showing off a couple of things that I've gotten recently. The first of which being an old Mattel talking doll. Well, technically both things we're going to be showing today are old Mattel talking dolls, but this one I found several weeks ago. And recently, I found something that I've been needing to do a repair on it. So to start things off, and again, y'all have been warned, if you have automatonophobia, you might want to click away now, because I hold in my hands, right here, a 1962 or 63? I believe it's 1962. Let me check the stamp on his lower back. Yep, a 1962 Chatty Cathy family, tiny chatty baby, tiny chatty brother. And, well, as you can see, he's in a little bit of a sorry state. The hair on the back of his head is literally kind of just coming off in clumps because he wasn't taken very well care of. He's got nibble marks where a previous owner of his, or several, kind of chewed on his fingers and kind of nibbled on his toes. He's missing some of his eyelashes. And for whatever reason, I don't know if they were supposed to be like this, but this little goofball is kind of looking off to the side. I'm trying to angle him so he's looking right at the camera. There we go. And also, he is missing the entirety of his original outfit, so someone decided to replace that with the outfit for a Raggedy Andy. But the main problem with Tiny Chatty Baby here, aside from the fact that, he's reached an age where the plastic is kind of getting tacky, it's kind of seeping that, plasticizer? The stuff that made it nice and soft for when they pulled it out of the molds originally, is that at some point over the course of his many years, someone ripped the pull string out of his back so he can no longer speak. Thankfully, though, thanks to getting my tax refund, I was able to acquire, through eBay, a new, what they refer to as a chatty ring, the little loop that's attached to the end of the string that you're able to pull, as well as a new string and a new governor belt, which is a rubber, black rubber, black vinyl belt that goes inside the voice box in that toy. I'm opening up the little package here so I can show you what it looks like. But anyway, it goes inside the toy, and it's part of the record player that keeps everything moving. Oh, that's right, I forgot I bought several from this. Oh, they included 3. That was very nice of them. But anyway, this is what I'm talking about, the drive belt that actually goes inside the talk box, so that when you pull the string, it doesn't just go like zzz, and the string pulls back in and it doesn't say anything and it just kind of growls at you. So that is very nice. Oh wait, never mind. That is what it's for, but I just remembered I intentionally bought 3 of these because I've got 3 different chatty items that are in need of repair that need one of these. I've got a 1970s, I want to say, Mattel Mother Goose doll. I have Tiny Chatty Baby there, and then I have a Mattel talking phone featuring Winnie the Pooh characters, which apparently is really rare because I can't seem to find any information about it online. I've looked, I've checked the Mattel chatter phones, I've checked all kinds of different things, I've searched forums. I can't find the silly thing. So I might have stumbled onto something really rare at my local Goodwill years ago, and I just don't know it. Now that we got that portion out of the way, in this box right here, we have another item. This is another Mattel talking doll from the 1960s, I believe. And this one, if the seller is to be believed, which I'm not going to doubt them, but if nothing happens while this thing is in my possession, then, well, it might just be that I'm not the right owner, I don't have the right vibes for whatever may be attached to this thing. And to those viewers in the audience who know what that's a reference to, well, then you have an idea of why this is such a special item. Because I'm part of several Facebook groups, and in one of those groups they have and they show off paranormal items. Items that are supposed to be haunted is a word for it, or have an attachment to them, they have a spirit attached to them. And contained within this box is one such item, according to the seller. Which again, I'm not going to try and discredit them. That's not the intention of this video. This is just me showing off something I purchased online, because that's what I do with some of these videos that I put out there for the internet to enjoy. Come on, there we go. That's it, right through the tape. Alright, so anyway, contained within this box right here is supposed to be one such item that is supposed to have some form of an attachment to it. The seller didn't say if it was a malevolent or benevolent kind of spirit, so I don't, well, if that is actually the case. Ooh, hello. They left a calling card. Apparently they have an eBay store. I purchased this from Moonlight's Vintage Clothing, Lingerie, and Dancewear. I know it's lingerie, but I was saying it weird because I feel awkward saying that word. eBay.com, and then they've got all the rest of their details right there. If anyone wants to check them out, go ahead and just pause the video here and get their details. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up this box, and as usual, I'm going to try and give you guys the first look at what's inside. So let's see. Well, I'm going to take a quick glance and try and figure out if this thing's right side up or upside down. Okay, it appears to be right side up. So I'm going to pull back the tissue paper. Okay, so they actually wrapped this thing decently in bubble wrap, like it's actually wrapped around the item. So again, trying my best not to look at it myself fully yet. Just going to put the box down there. Oh, it's actually a bubble wrapped bag. Okay. Again, still trying not to look at it myself. Here we have the poor disfigured little lady herself. And as stated previously, she is a Mattel talking doll, so let's see if her voice box still works after her trip. Oop. Oh no. Are you kidding me? In the videos, the Facebook seller showed on the thing showing off the doll, the voice box did work. And now apparently I just gave it its last pull. Darn it. Anyway, sorry, that just kind of ruined my mood a little bit. Was it because of the fact that I don't think you're actually spirited? Is that the reason why you're doing this? Or is it that there's actually some kind of a mechanical thing that's gone wrong? Oh. Okay, something mechanical has gone wrong. But as y'all can see, something happened at some point. This thing is supposed to have eyeballs, obviously, that when you pull the string, it'll kind of talk and move its eyes around like it's looking around the room. And unfortunately for us, they have kind of fallen up inside the head somehow. I'm trying to be careful here because I don't want to break the string off, because then that's going to be a whole new fix I'm going to have to do. It feels like the voice box wants to go, because when I pull on the string, it keeps doing that. She's got a soft vinyl face, at least I think it's vinyl, it could be rubber. She has soft vinyl feet and arms. Let's check the tag on her. She's from 1965. And more than likely I'm going to throw in a couple of videos because I got copies of the original videos that, you know, Little Miss Moonlight Vintage shared on the Facebook post where she was posting this for sale. while I'm fiddling around with the voice box here, go ahead and take a look at that.
I'm sorry, honey. You're my best friend in the whole world. If I look down like this, I can see my nose. If I look down like this, I can see my nose. Okay, that's creepy. She's stuck on like the same saying now. Oh, the number went up to 4. Maybe she does want to say hi. Let's see what happens when I pull her string again. If I look down like this, I can see my nose.
So like I was saying, this poor little thing is going to need some work. And the main reason why I purchased her was because I got it in my head that I would like to try and, throw my hat in the ring at repairing these kind of toys. And well, now I've got something new to repair on her. I wasn't expecting to have to repair that. I thought I was just going to have to figure out how to get the mechanism and the head to work. Because like I was saying initially, what she's supposed to do is she's supposed to roll her eyes around like she's looking around the room, while also her mouth is supposed to kind of go up and down like this while she's talking. It just really sucks. The very first time I pull the string is the last time that she's going to do anything. Okay, if I admit that you actually have some sort of an attachment, will you talk? So here's my haunted baby Ciancé that still talks. It didn't help. The only real strange thing that happened so far since I've owned this, since it's been inside the house, which I just got it today in the mail, is apparently a stink bug. You can probably just about see it right there. Right up here at the in the bottle, somehow got into my house. And while I was getting ready for the video, I didn't realize that it had gotten in the house. And I was getting everything set up, and I just heard that thing, they beat their wings really fast when they fly. For those who didn't know, stink beetles can fly. I just heard like a vroom, and I was like, her box was sitting over there, so I was like, I actually got a little bit unnerved by that, but I'm thinking what happened was just while the box was on the front stoop for as long as it was, a stink beetle just got on it somewhere and I didn't see it, and so I brought it into my office and it flew off of the box and landed on my VCR over there. Because a few minutes later, I was setting up to do this, and all of a sudden I just see movement out of the corner of my eye, just like bloop, and I look up, and there's that little goofball running across the VCR like it owns the place. Then I had to carefully catch it in that water bottle over there. But yeah, so far, that's the extent of any happenings, aside from what just happened with the pull string. It still is so stupid. That sucks so hard. Heyo everybody, Editing Oxleymations here, who just, by coincidence, happens to be wearing the same shirt that my previous self was wearing. But the main difference you can tell that this is a future version of me compared to him is I finally got my damn haircut. Pardon my language. Anyway, so I have a little bit of an update regarding our little doll friend over here. As you can see, I was able to get one of her eyes to pop back into place out of the top of her head, but I still haven't made any real progress in getting her, her voice box to actually work again. But that's not the progress I wanted to talk about. So I mentioned when I made the video originally, and when I recorded that last bit, that I didn't quite believe that our little friend here was spooked. Sorry, that she had a presence with her. But my sister has been having some interesting phenomena happen that she was letting me know about the other morning. Apparently, ever since our little friend here has entered the house, my sister, has heard like shuffling footsteps in the hall outside of our rooms sometime way late into the night / early in the morning. She claims it's around 3 a.m. And she's also heard knocking going on outside in the hallway, and one of the times actually knocked upon her own bedroom door. So, and I can say that before I purchased our little friend here and before she came into the house, I've heard like thumps and knocks and stuff in my own bedroom. And so I'm not sure if the two are correlated, if it's related. But I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know that it seems like our little friend here might actually have an attachment. And, well, we'll see how it goes. Happy halfway to Halloween, everyone. I was not intending this video to be a halfway to Halloween video, but here we are. Now then, back to your regularly scheduled me. Take it away, me. I'm guessing during shipment she got like jostled around in some way and a gear slipped or something. Oh well, it's something I'm going to have to work on off screen. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys my new supposedly haunted doll. And my apologies to anyone who's freaked out by the fact that she doesn't have eyeballs. She does, they're just lost up inside her head. If you hear how she rattles like a baby rattle, they're just lost up in here. And I'm sure it's some kind of an easy-ish fix. I just have to figure out how to get the rubber head off of the doll and get in there and get the eyes and like kind of pop them back where they're supposed to be. With that, myself and my new little friend, Baby Say here, wish you all a very, very happy day. We hope that you guys are, doing well out there. And it's probably not going to work, but Baby Say let's throw a Hail Mary. What the hell did I just say? Let's throw a Hail Mary out there and see. Do you have anything you would like to say to the viewers out there before I, set you aside as my next project doll? Come on now, nothing? You don't want to say anything to the kind people out there on the internet? So folks, tune in for the next video where I'm going to start working on her. I'm going to stop this recording right here, so thank you all so very much for watching. I do truly and greatly appreciate it, as do Baby Say who can't really say or see anything right now, and Tiny Chatty Baby. And we will hopefully see you in the next video. Later, y'all.